Homelessness can happen to anybody. I was one of the ones that thought it never happened to me. I ended up getting into a relationship with my children's father, and that ended up the start of my homelessness. I had my daughter, and then I had my wee boy, and I didn't want to believe that I was suffering from postnatal depression, so I thought I could take everything on myself. I was in a women's aid refuge with my 2 babies on my own. Kids were given to their dad for the weekend and not returned, and that's the point of where I hit my low. I just felt as if that's it, my babies are away, I've nothing to live for anymore, and I touched alcohol. That was where my problem started. 1 litre to 2 litre of vodka every single day. Top of that was taking drugs, and it ended up that the police came to my house and took me out of my house for my own safety, and that's where I ended up in the homeless unit. And in my last 3 months I was sober, and I got offered a scatter flat. I was in my scatter flat a couple of months, and that's when the Blue Triangle Intense Floating Support came in. I had a key worker who was Rose. Rose built me up bit by bit. She started taking me out to different groups. She started building my confidence, which is something that I had never had. Somebody who believed in me. She would always say, "Nazi, you've got this." And see, just hearing that, "Nazi, you've got this." Nobody had ever said that to me before. And that meant the world to me. She helped me apply for the Scottish Drugs Forum. And that's where I started doing a lot of my voluntary work. Lots of training, working on various projects. I then got offered my permanent home. Again, I started panicking, and I thought, how am I going to do this on my own? Rose says, "But you're not on your own." And I says, "But Rose," and she went, "You've got all of us." All of us, meaning all of the workers in the Blue Triangle. I looked at them, workers in the Blue Triangle, like a family, because that's what they were like. Treated you with respect, treated you with dignity. Didn't matter what you'd done in your past. That was your past. You can move forward. You can have a life. Once I had my home, I thought, this is the most happiest I've ever been in my life. If it wasn't for the Blue Triangle and all these guys, I wouldn't be here today. And that's me being truthfully honest. They saved my life. And I can't thank the Blue Triangle enough for everything they've done. My life now is something that I could never imagine. I've got my kid back in my life, my family back, I'm working with the Scottish Drugs Forum. I'm just living life which I never thought I could. What I'm wanting to do is to give back what was given to me, and it was given to me through the Blue Triangle, and that's somebody there and I need to talk to and tell you it's okay not to be okay, but you've got this.